So I brought some help. I'm going to be wrapping my steering wheel. I bought this off of Amazon. And I chose the same exact spec as another guy on YouTube that I really liked his setup. Its top is going to be blue, Alcantara suede on the sides, leather on the top and bottom. So I have never really bought steering wheels for my cars. They're just really expensive. It's like $400, $500, $600, $700, sometimes $800, $900. So I'm gonna just try this right off of Amazon, $60. If I don't like it, I'll likely just save up for a steering wheel. If I do like it, hey, it's $60 for something custom, you know. The kit comes with double-sided tape, pry tool, and some stitching stuff. So we'll see how it goes. First things first, I need to disconnect the battery. I'm probably gonna just leave the door open, have the dog sit right outside in front, and I just don't want the battery to die. The battery usually in BMWs is located right here in the side. This kind of just pops right off. There we go. And you just take off the terminal. So I got the battery off. One thing that I do recommend is to put a towel over this so you don't close your trunk and you have no way of opening it back up. Let me see. I got a towel right here. I actually got some mouse traps because I'm worried about my car outside being eaten by squirrels. So shout out to Amazon once more. Gonna do this. There we go. So the first thing you have to do is take this double-sided tape and cut pieces around the edges to help kind of just adhere the steering wheel cover to the actual steering wheel. As you can see, I'm just kind of aligning it on both sides. I'm leaving the paper on until it's actually on the steering wheel. I'm kind of just putting it on to see how it will fit. So I guess wish me luck on the stitching part. This is gonna be hard. I should have just bought a steering wheel. So in reality, you could also just take off your steering wheel. I may just do that. I don't know. I'm just trying to make this the easiest way possible. It would require you popping off the airbag, pulling off this trim, and possibly removing this, taking off a bolt and pulling off the entire steering wheel. But I know a lot of people aren't comfortable doing that, so I'm gonna try and do it just with the steering wheel on. I decided I want the blue stitching to be in the front because I'm going with the whole blue theme. Really similar to Tommy L. Garage's steering wheel. I think one of the important things is to make sure everything lines up nice and clean. As you can see, everything is lining up nice and even. Maybe this one can be a little bit more centered. There we go. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna work on taking off the tape and adhering this to the steering wheel so that I can start stitching away. So what I'm doing is peeling off this white paper to expose the tape, and I'm trying to just align this as best as I can and keeping the seam as close to the middle as I can. See, that's kind of uneven, so I'm gonna pull it, kind of work my way back to pulling it a little bit more this way. There we go. And I'll work my way to the top. I kind of worked on this side a little bit, and I'm hoping that once I stitch it, it's gonna flatten everything out and be perfect. So the first thing you want to do with the string is to measure out how long it is for the piece that you're going to start with, and times that by 4. So this is around like this, right? So we want oh, I can already tell this is going to be really annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll add a little bit more. So let's see. That's well, maybe a little bit too much. The thing that you want to be careful of is ever being short on your string. And they provide you with so much extra string that you can use a lot extra. So you're going to cut this. And I actually recommend just burning off when you cut, so that it kind of seals the string together and you don't have any frays. So what I've done is I've thread the string through the needle. I poked a hole from the inside and came out. At the end of the string I tied a few knots just to catch it. So from there we can now officially start stitching, and you can feed it through the outside on the other side, and you have to make sure that you go underneath and not through the string, because you can damage this actual string on the steering wheel. As you can see, I went all the way across, and you don't want to go from this one to this one. You want to go opposite. It's almost like tying your shoe or lacing up your shoes. So this is kind of how it looks. So I'm going from red, and I'm gonna go to blue now. So this is the last one that I went through. So I'm gonna thread this through the outside portion and pull that right through. Nice and tight, but not too tight. From that outside portion on the blue, you can now go to the outside portion of the red. So this is kind of hard to hold the GoPro at the same time, but you can see I'm going from the outside. Oh, see, I just jacked. I just messed up. You don't want to do that. Don't do what I'm telling you guys to do. You're gonna jack up your cars. So let me just fix this. You can kind of see how it can kind of get messy if you're not concentrating. So here we go. I'm gonna go through the outside right here. Oh, right here. There we go. Right, so you're gonna follow it all the way up. So I'm kind of winging this. When you end it, what I'm reading is you're supposed to just end with a knot. So I've come through here. Let's see. Oh god. I can't even see what the hell I'm doing. At least you guys get to see me struggle. Oh, there we go. Go through that again. And what they said is you should make like some sort of knot. Okay. Refocus. I'll go through here. There we go. Nice. And what you can do, make another knot like this. And just have it go all the way through down here. There we go. Oh, that didn't do anything. As you can see, I'm also learning, but it looks really good. Apparently you're supposed to just tie a knot, cut it, and burn it. I'm actually like trying to get pretty fast at this. And you know, the funny thing is this is the second steering wheel I've done like this, and every time I redo it, it's like you're relearning it all over again. But this kind of stuff is fun, you know. It's such a cheap mod, and I mean, unless you have like a lot of money to, you know, drop on a steering wheel, I feel like this is such a good first mod, if not first part of the first batch of mods that you do to your car. And you know, you figure also if your steering wheel is kind of like worn, this is a great alternative. I'm actually going to do this in the i3 also, because that steering wheel is dirty and a lot of the stuff won't come out, and it's tan. Ugh, I don't know who would make a tan steering wheel. That just makes no sense. But as you can see, I'm just kind of jamming right now. Watch, I'll probably mess up right after I just said that. It's really important too that you get underneath the entire string. If you don't, you could shear it, and if you mess up one of these main seams, you're in for trouble. I think that, and possibly just running out of string is like two of the worst things. Oh, and losing the needle. I actually dropped the needle on the side of the car, like of the seat, and it took forever to find it, and plus I had to reconnect the battery just to find it. So you want to tighten it after you go through one full set on both sides, is what I'm finding as well. So you can kind of see, once you find your groove, it's really not too difficult. See, I almost sheared it to go all the way underneath. There we go. And finally, we are done. Oh my god. Few hours later. Literally. The last part of this wrap is just to kind of tuck everything behind these panels right here. And that's it. So this is the first time I'm using this head mount, and this is sick. I'm gonna go get some air in my rear tire. It's kind of cold, so you know, when it starts getting cold, if you've had a BMW, or especially if you've had run flat tires, it just sucks. they're always freaking going flat for some odd reason. I really just wanted to take out the steering wheel, or take out the car to test the steering wheel and see how it is. So, I guess let's go. It's always so tight trying to get out of this garage. Park all the cars all freaking crazy. And did I mention my driveway is steep as hell? Okay, I fit. Okay, let's go on a quick little ride. Oh, I don't want to scratch the lip I just barely installed, imagine. Let me see. I'll set time and date. I gotta do that right now, I'll do that later. Steering wheel's nice. Wow. I am trying to keep track of what I'm doing on the road, but I'm just really enjoying the way the steering wheel came out. It feels kind of wrinkly in the back, but I feel like I can try and work it out a little bit. Bad at all. I really like it. I think it was definitely a win for what, 60 bucks. It looks like it's a $800, $900 steering wheel. And it feels like it too. It's nice and thick. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I think the only thing I'm really missing is the carbon fiber right here. Try not to rev past 3,000 when the car's warming up. Close the window. Oh yeah, I think this is definitely a win. I love it. It just looks really nice, especially with the blue buttons right here and right here. Yeah, this is sick. It really came out nice. Oh, what the heck? That was a Z3M, was it? Crazy. Well, I'm almost at the gas station and I feel like I should take this off before people start looking at me all crazy.